LaPayower, and this is LaPayower Report. On today's program, I have three guests. I have with me returning TV host, producer, actress, and sometimes a model, Francesca DiPaola. I also have with me actress, model, Miranda Tiffany Panda, and of course their manager, producer of Who Do You Like Television, Fred Coscia. Francesca, Miranda, Fred, all three of you, welcome back to the program.
Wow.
Hi.
Okay.
Great to be back, Brian.
Yes.
It is good to be back.
Okay.
Thank you.
First things first, Francesca,
Yes.
you have been on the program since May, if I'm correct, if I remember right.
I was here in May.
Yes, it was May.
Wow. It doesn't feel like that long ago, but everything. Time is flying so fast.
Yes.
Time.
I think you just came from. You did a series. It was on Lifetime.
Yes.
Involved with these sorority sisters.
Well, I guess it's kind of like a sorority. It was a show about discernment.
Right.
So it was like discerning religious life and what that journey is like. And when you're discerning religious life, you can live in the convent, you can visit for the weekend, but for our show, for the purposes of the show, we went to 3 different convents over a 6-week period. And it was a really great experience. It was very intense, but it was really so great. It was a great experience.
Can you refresh the series that you were on, the name of the program?
It's called The Sisterhood.
The Sisterhood. Okay.
Sisterhood.
Yeah, and that was on Lifetime.
Okay. And now you're on a new project, I'm looking right here, called Crazy Cab Stories, which is even coincidence. Our topic from the show is called Crazy Entertainment Stories here.
Yes.
Since you are an actress, sometimes was a model, I know you're like a Jane of all trades.
Oh my
I can't put it
God.
that
Yeah,
way.
well, I really have been getting into hosting so much, and I really enjoy it because I can be myself, and that's my, like, I love being able to be myself, and so when I had the opportunity with CFFNation.com, they were looking for people to pitch show ideas, and I pitched the idea of Crazy Cab Stories because I always talk to cab drivers when I'm in the cab. I always talk to, like, the bus driver if I'm on the bus, and I'm like, these stories are so interesting. Why doesn't anybody,
Right, that's a good idea.
Nobody knows about the stories.
Yeah.
I mean, like, your cab driver could be, first of all, on the show, we've had the most amazing cab drivers. We've had cab drivers that were chefs, cab drivers that want to go back to their country and be, a member of parliament.
I could name one cab driver that you probably have not interviewed yet.
Who?
Ben Bailey, Cash Cab.
Oh my God.
Cash
that's
Cab,
still
Ben.
on?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think it's on anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if they
I think
do
they have the
it.
repeats though.
Oh yeah, but I mean they haven't done any new.
Right.
New.
There's also the cabin critics. They had these they talk about films, and they also drove cabs.
Really?
Yeah. This is
Cabby
like.
critics?
I think so. This is
I
about.
have to look it up.
If I remember, this is about like a good 20 years ago. I remember they were thinking
Yeah.
on HBO, Showtime, all the channels.
Every time I film, people are like, oh, I think I know your show. It's like that confession show. And I'm like, no, that's not. Like, there's that one show, Taxi Cab Confessions or whatever.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
But that's like a sexual show, right?
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like bad.
Yes.
It's not.
Well, one thing
Our show
you
not
know is
positive.
it has to be good for the people because we'll look at the series Taxi, right?
Right.
Look how big that was,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
And
serious.
there was a series on TV called Taxi, right?
Are you talking about? That's a late sitcom, Fred, in the 70s, 80s.
Well, I'm just saying.
I never heard of it.
I'm just saying
Taxi,
it was
Andy
it
Kaufman, Danny DeVito.
that was
Yeah.
big.
Conway.
That
yes,
was huge.
That was comedy.
I
But
have
now
to
you're
look it up.
taking it into a reality format
Right.
of
Yeah.
Taxi. You've seen the series, right? Taxi.
I never even heard of it. No.
Oh my God.
I'm going to watch it
It's
now.
an-
It's so
Taxi.
an
Yeah.
older
What,
show,
what,
yeah.
who was the big stars in it? That was
Tony Danza,
Tony Danza,
Mary Lou Henner,
who I interviewed. Tony
Christopher
Danza,
Lloyd,
I love it.
Christopher Lloyd. Yeah.
Danny DeVito,
Maybe you could get Tony Danza
the
to do
late
something with the.
Jeff
Oh,
Conway.
Taxi.
Tony
Jeff
Danza would
Conway,
be
unfortunately,
cool.
passed away.
Right.
He's
Who?
gone. Jeff Conway, he passed away too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so of course everyone knows Andy Kaufman because he was the youngest of anybody that passed away had died at 35 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, his death is more than now
Andy
31
Kaufman.
years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
About
But the show was so interesting because they made characters like what you're talking about. Like when you go and interview people in the cabs, they talk about. You're talking about different characters of people, and that's what they did with the show.
About the cab driver?
Well, no, I'm talking about even with Taxi. There were different kinds of taxi
Of cab drivers?
cab
Yeah,
drivers.
yeah.
You know,
Well,
they all had
exactly.
different characters.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's what I think people don't realize is they get in the cab and either you're tired or whatever, and you just like don't you would never maybe think to talk to your cab driver. But if you talk to your cab driver, like I'm telling you right now, you're gonna get the most interesting stories. And then I also interview people on the street, and I get their opinions about stuff, and it's really interesting when things come together. For example, the last episode we just filmed, so it's gonna be up soon. I don't know.
This is a web series, right?
Yeah.
Will it come to television by any chance?
I would hope so. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. If somebody would like pick it up, that'd be amazing.
Okay.
But right now we're just in the web.
Okay. I want to hold off here. I know, Fred, we spoke to already. I know you have some projects here, but first, Miranda, welcome
Yeah,
back.
Miranda's got a lot of
Hi.
projects too.
I
Nice
think the
to see
last
you
time
guys.
that I had you on was not at least a good couple of years, I think.
No, it was I think a year and a half.
A year and a half?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I started working with you guys I think
Wow.
like 2 years.
Right.
So it was a
Yeah.
little
Because
bit
I remember
after
I had you on
that.
with Fred.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
believe it did had Jelena. I just gotta look it up though.
Yeah.
Tell us from the last time you were here, and anything has happened lately.
Oh yeah.
I know,
So
I know,
much.
I know one. We cannot talk about on the air. It's private.
Yeah.
Okay. No, don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Yeah.
No, me and Miranda do not have a relationship though. But Miranda does have a relationship with a guy, but that's private, of course. But Miranda has been working on some projects.
No,
Actually,
no.
Fred,
Yeah.
Miranda, both you and Fred were on the same project too, with
Yeah.
another person, with another
Yeah.
actor singer. I can think I can say her name, Natalie Perry.
Natalie Perry,
Yeah.
yes.
We did a
Miranda,
few
can-
things.
yeah, go ahead,
we
Miranda,
did,
talk
we
about
did me and him did 2 music videos recently, the running video, and then we did the video for what's the song called?
How can it be?
How could it be? No, that was a different one though.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
the one with
How-
Natalie Perry? I know that.
Oh, that no matter what.
No matter what, there
yeah.
you go.
Well, that's in
Um,
production now.
Yeah,
right?
that's in production, and then we did the Looking for God movie, where
Right.
I was just a churchgoer,
Yeah.
but that was really awesome, and
Yeah.
that story has like a really good concept too. But Fred could tell you more about that.
Yeah.
So we did the 2 music videos and the movie, and then obviously Fred's pro football picks.
Right.
You always
Yeah.
have to say
I
that.
believe you're working on another project
Um,
also with a comedian here, Joe Coscia.
Oh yeah. Me and Jojo Bananas did
Joe
a few
Bananas.
Joe Bananas.
did a
What-
few skits together for his little movie that he's doing, the Jojo Bananas comedy skit movie where he does like various skits and then he puts them all together. And I was in a few of them.
Yeah. Well, he was.
Yeah.
What is
And
Joe?
also notable I've seen recently is Tony Vasquez. Tony V's Seen It.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I did a show with Tony Vasquez where he's making
He's a
like
good
a
friend
web
of ours.
series kind of. Yeah, he's making like a web series kind of, and I play Miss Benzo, who's like kind of like a
I
crackhead.
do understand. I do understand the clip's
Wow.
about a couple years, about at least about a short time ago. The clip.
Yeah, well, the last one we did was a few months ago. I don't know if he put that one up yet or not. I think he's still like editing it and stuff. But
Yeah.
we've been doing that for like about a year. We did the first one like I think a year ago, and
Cool.
then we've done like 2 or 3 so far. So yeah, that's gonna be like a little web series. And then I've just been doing like other stuff like background work, promotional modeling with Georgie Vodka, Martin Miller's Gin. I still do Wicked Threads sometimes.
Okay.
I
Gin.
get free vodka from that.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
actually,
God.
but
Yeah.
that's only if there's leftover
Now I
vodka.
understand you
at
were-
the
Good thing
end.
you don't drink, Miranda.
Now I do
Yeah, I
understand, Miranda, you were in a
rarely
music
do.
video.
Good thing you don't drink.
Another a music video outside Fred and everybody else.
Oh
So-
yeah, I did.
I couldn't even find it.
I did this music video. No, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I did a few of them. I can't even remember all of them. I did one for Gold Link. It's called Dance With Me,
Mhm.
and I was featured in that. We were all like party goers, but I was
Okay.
like woohoo, and I had a few like lines also. And then I just did a commercial. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name, but
No, you could say you could say that you did a
Yeah.
commercial. What did you did in commercial? Can you describe any features? Anything we know about?
Oh yeah, well the commercial that I did, it's for a beer company. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name.
No,
but
you can't.
we were protesting. We were playing protesters, and I was featured in that too. And we were basically protesting like large beer companies
Okay.
because the commercial is for smaller beer companies. But it was supposed
Right.
to be like kind of comedic, but
Mhm.
kind of like serious at the same time.
Okay.
And yeah, just like a bunch of different things. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So-
going on.
and school.
The beat
I still
goes
go to
on.
school.
And
Yeah.
Fred, now of course
Beat
you've
goes
been
on.
working with Natalie Perry.
Natalie
Something. I'm still kind of confused here.
What?
How did you meet Natalie Perry? I want to know this one. Myself.
Natalie Perry, I met her on the show, on the Vic Turner show, actually.
Okay.
That's where I first met her.
The midnight, I believe it's called the Midnight Show, Victoria.
Yeah, and she was, she was a guest on it, and it was funny because she canceled the first time,
Gotcha.
and the second time she came on,
Mhm.
and and then she started, she was, talking about everything that she's done and everything, but
Mhm.
and she did a song, and she had an interesting voice,
Yeah.
so I asked her if she wanted to be in a, on a
Right.
couple of things that I was writing, and if she fit the part.
Okay. Now,
that.
believe it or not, early this year, back in August, which is like
Right.
only about 2 months ago, you've had the opportunity, thanks to an unknown source, or should I say, you've been there before 7 years ago to the Barbershop Studios at Lake Hopatong, New Jersey.
Yeah, we did
And
that's where we did
believe it or not, thanks to communication through believe it or not, social media.
social media. Yeah,
I'm not gonna say what the physical source of social media is. That one way led to another. I know it's another that's someone's production company too, by the way. I want to point that out too. But you produced not one song, not 2 songs, but 3 songs for the Barbershop Studios.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Tell us about the experience.
No, the studio was great. I mean, we did some video there that's going to be on the video for No Matter What.
Mhm.
Showing.
Now we did get an
recording in the
opportunity to meet,
studio. And-
3 people there. One of
Yeah.
them is Ryan Barber,
Yep.
one of the barbers. Also, Mike Downson, he's the head of operations at the Barbershop Studios.
Right.
And of course, their major talent, Brett Romes.
Right.
And,
Yes.
and you had an opportunity to interview Brett Romes.
Yes, Brett Romes is great. He was also a drummer,
Yes.
and now he does all the production.
I heard he made it. He wanted to challenge you to a drum off. Is that correct?
Yeah, he wanted. Yeah,
I want
drummer.
to see that.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
And they
I don't-
want. Do you know what? Do you know what?
A lot of people want to
I know.
do
Fred's
drum
pretty
offs
good
to
on the
me.
drums.
They want to
He's
challenge.
good.
You're really good.
Well, you know what? You know what gets me going is the crowd.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
that's when I get my most energy and my creativeness comes out the most. Is when I'm in front of a crowd.
How often
I did
do
it
you
one time. I
play?
did that one time. I played in front of 10,000 people in Maryland for the President's Men, and we were backing up Chuck Berry.
Which president?
Backing up Chuck Berry, and what happened is the lights
Well,
went
which
out.
president though? You said the president.
Well, there was a couple. It was President's Men. It was.
Okay.
It was
I thought it would be one of our presidents
not
of the
the
United
president
States.
itself.
That would've
No,
been
but
cool.
anyway, it was a
That's
big. It was a big concert.
Was it Reagan? Was it Bush?
Reagan, yeah. But anyway, what happened was, talking about here, right?
Yeah.
What happened was the lights went out, and the only thing that was shining was the light on the drums.
Are you
So I says, and I was, we were backing up like Chuck Berry, a couple of big time groups, and so when the lights went out, everybody stopped. I said, I'm not stopping. I just started playing, and I just went nuts. I played for about 20 minutes,
I would
just
love to see that.
soloing, and then all of a
That's
sudden, people were like in an uproar. And then all of a sudden, like at the end of the show, people were coming up to me. I was signing their autographs,
God.
signing my, autographs for, people were going nuts, because they
Mhm.
thought it. But anyway, it was an ad lib thing, But that's when I get my most
Drumming is so fun.
Yeah,
I
drums.
love drumming. I love it.
drums could be.
Yeah, it's like so impressive.
It's almost like it's a thing of the past now, though. To
Why?
live drums.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
mean like live music?
because they use a lot of computers to do.
I
do the
just
work
actually
of
got
drums.
An electronic kit
They
because I live
do.
in an apartment, so
Yeah.
I have to have the electronic.
So a lot of the new people coming up, they do it electronically. I mean,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
could have rhythm, but they're not used to like just putting a snare drum and a hi-hat and cymbals together and
Yeah,
shit and
it's
just
so
jamming
true.
out.
Because the bass is like
Yeah,
electronic
they
bass.
depend a lot on the heavy
It's
bass
true.
and
Mm,
stuff,
yeah.
And it does. I mean, there is times like I just did a dance mix, not a dance mix, like a pop mix that I had Jim Bug, the guy that I was just talking to. He did a pop mix of a song that I wrote, True Love, and it's amazing the way they did it, But I couldn't get that.
Electronically.
I couldn't get that with regular drums,
Yeah.
the way, you know what I mean? And you
But-
got to emulate what
yeah.
the sound is that's going to be on the radio, or you're lost.
Yes. It's so unfortunate
You
though
know?
because like
Yeah.
you listen to like the Beatles or like the Stones or something and my dad
Yeah.
would always say growing up like like if I put on rap or something he'd be like I taught you better like I showed you better music than this like because there's every instrument and like when you hear a song with like an instrument featured or something, you actually get excited because it's like
Yeah.
it's like a gift.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas back
Now, Francesca, I
in
want
the
to
day,
ask. I
everybody
want to
did
ask
it.
something. I understand that you do have a favorite singer, Pat Benatar.
Oh, I love Pat Benatar, yeah, but she's not my absolute favorite.
No, she's
but
not.
Yeah,
I mean,
but,
but you do sing one. You did sing one of her songs. You did perform it
Yeah.
at the Homes for Veterans.
Yes,
and-
the charity event.
Yes,
That's
and-
become like my
and
my
it's
known
and it's
song.
Pat Benatar's One Way or Another. Oh no, him
Hit
with
me with your best
Yeah, my best shot.
Hit
See
me
me.
with your best shot.
That's,
Yeah.
They're both good songs.
Yeah,
That
One
is
Way
a
or
good
Another.
one. Yeah,
Good
those
one.
And
are
what
good
is that
songs.
benefit
She
that
was
your
good.
father did? Could you just tell
Yeah,
everybody?
well, my family has a charity, Homes for Veterans,
Yes.
and we remodel homes for disabled veterans, specifically wheelchair bound. So
Yeah.
we build ramps, or we lower the cabinets, stuff like that, and it really gives them like a better sense of confidence, because when you're such a strong human and you're doing all these great things for your country, and then you're debilitated in a wheelchair and you don't have ramps and you can't fit through your doorway and you're relying on your spouse,
Wow.
like just those little changes are like a huge. They're
Yeah.
so like big.
And your father
what
just
they've
did it
done.
out of his goodness.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
my dad always felt like he didn't serve, and this
Yeah.
is like a way we can give back. And so
But it
Fred
was a big-
and you were there, and Fred
Yes.
played at our charity event, which
We
was
were
in
also
August.
joined. We were joined by three other people too. We were
Yes.
joined with Myra
Meyer.
Myra Sabi,
Right.
Kim Solo,
Kim Solo.
Yes.
and also of course Natalie Perry.
Danny Pyer was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was so fun.
Now
and
speaking of
we
Kim
raised
Solo,
like $100.
listen, Fred. Kim Solo. I mean, she's been out there quite a while now.
Well, she actually sang with us
Yes.
years ago.
I
Yeah.
know she said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She sang with us years ago, and then she met up. Well, then Maya, she ended up actually seeing Maya,
Mhm.
going out with Maya, Rasabi.
Yeah.
Later on, and then she started
She's out
hanging
where?
out with
She's
us
out in
again.
Brooklyn,
because
right?
She came
She's in
around
Brooklyn.
more.
loved
Fred,
her.
she's in Brooklyn,
I
right?
absolutely loved her.
Is she located in Brooklyn, Manhattan,
Um,
or Queens, or Staten Island?
no, she's upstate, I think.
Upstate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, she don't live here.
She was so sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
I
really?
loved her.
She lives upstate.
It was super fun.
Okay, because a lot of I know
Mhm.
this past year a lot of people came from both upstate, Connecticut, even Long
Yeah.
Island to come in here to Staten
Do
Island.
you have the footage of her singing?
I do have the footage.
Of all of
it's
us,
not,
actually?
yes, it's not available
Oh
yet.
yeah,
It's-
we
it'll
we
be on-
didn't get the
it'll be on its
footage
way.
yet.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Because I sang with
Yeah.
Maya Sabi too.
Yes.
That was great.
Right.
I loved that.
All right.
They
we-
did sing with another.
We never got that footage.
No,
yeah.
this is a bit.
We got footage, we didn't
I have
even-
to get it available. Don't worry.
We're doing so many
And
shows.
Brian's like,
Yes.
don't let's alright, we gotta move on to
No.
the next topic. No.
No, it'll be available. Don't worry. I've been like busy with too many
Brian.
other things going wrong in my life,
No,
and
of course.
Yeah.
I have to like
Life
get everything all
always
straightened
gets in
out.
the way.
Yes.
And time is flying. Like
Yeah.
it's almost Halloween and it's almost my birthday. And I can't
Get
wait.
out. Happy
Yeah.
When's your
birthday.
birthday?
Yeah, October 29th.
October 29th.
What's today? Tomorrow's my brother's birthday. He's the 9th.
Today's
and
the
29th.
what? Today's the 8th,
Today's
right?
the 8th,
Eighth.
Yeah.
My birthday's like coming up soon.
What's
also
yours?
20th.
Of
20th.
Of October?
Right.
Wow.
Oh
So
my
you're
God.
the same.
Nice.
Yes,
You're
I'm a
in
Libra.
Okay.
Wow.
And my mom's the following day after this.
What is the
October
what is the
21st.
horoscope for Libra? What is the horoscope?
Libras are
The
the
scales.
scale, so they're all about peacemaking and balance. And if you have a Libra in your life, most of the time they're gonna avoid conflict, and they're really gonna just want to kind of keep the peace. And
Exactly.
Wow.
they're like the true.
Well, I see.
scale,
Yeah, but I've seen you guys get off balance.
Oh.
But I'm a
couple of
Scorpio.
times.
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh,
I'm
you're.
the end.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, Scorpio's way better than Libra.
Right. Wow.
Scorpio. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
By any chance, do you do tarot cards by any chance?
Do I what?
Do you do tarot cards?
No.
Okay.
What's your horoscope, Miranda?
No, I'm a Capricorn.
That's
Oh.
another great sign.
What is
yeah.
that? What
so
is
my
that
birthday,
sign?
my birthday is somewhat close. It's January
Yes.
4th.
It
So
is.
yeah, somewhat. I don't like to rush time. Time goes by too fast, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't
And
like to. I don't like to
what's
think
yours?
about it. Yeah.
Cancer.
Cancer.
Oh,
Cancer. Yeah.
and that's why we
Cancers
get along
are
so
very
well, because
sensitive.
We're both water signs.
Water. Yeah.
Yeah, Capricorns are more for like they're work oriented,
Yes.
and they're very like kind of OCD actually in a way, which I am too. Kind of like they're like perfectionists, so they
Yeah.
like to get everything perfect, and they also like to kind of counsel people and help people because they have
They want it to be
they have-
right.
they try to have order in their life, so they try to bring order to like
And
everyone.
the interesting thing about Capricorn that's different from other signs is they get better with age.
Yeah.
So if you're dating a Capricorn, stick it out because their each horoscope is associated with an age range,
So-
and Capricorns are like 70 years old.
Wow, we're
Because
talking
you
about
just get
horoscopes now.
Yes.
Did you get it? Would you started this, Brian? The horoscope?
I did. Sorry.
Oh, you
Yeah.
started it. No, but
It's
it's
a right.
amazing.
I
No,
am
but some
obsessed.
people don't.
Yeah,
I
I know a
believe
lot
I
about
believe in
about
horoscopes to
Oh,
a
yeah.
certain
Me
degree.
too.
Yeah.
I've been reading
You know, I
some.
mean, you
sometimes-
can't.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that I think people don't know about it, and then I'll drop it after this because I'm so upset.
Also
but-
dreams too. Don't forget, sometimes a dream can physically come true.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But no, the thing about
If it happens to you,
No, it did
if
happen
you're
to
young
me.
at heart.
No, a dream did happen to me.
If you're young.
And the person helped me out not once but twice.
your
Yeah.
dream.
No.
Wait, are we
the-
talking about horoscopes still, or
No,
did you, like
a,
change it?
a physical person that my friend knows, Miranda knows. I don't think you know the person yet. The person helped me out not once but twice.
Wait, what are you talking about?
And-
I think you know who it is.
Yeah.
I don't know
Right.
what you're saying.
We'll tell you after the show.
Yeah, you guys have to just think about it at home.
All right, we'll talk about
Yes.
You guys,
that.
you don't have any idea what's going on.
No,
but it's all
nobody
right.
knows what's going on. After all, no one's watching. But this.
But
it's
anyway, we just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I have looked up horoscopes in dreams like a lot. So
But wait,
Yeah.
it's
one thing that
interesting.
people have to know about horoscopes is this. When you have your sun sign, that's not the only sign that you're affected by. You have a moon sign and you have
Yeah.
a rising sign.
Yeah.
Your moon sign is your emotions, and your rising sign is how you come off to people. And those three things are all determined by not only the day you were born, but the date, like the year, the time, the place,
Yeah,
Mhm.
the
yeah.
location,
Yeah.
and that's how you find your
Wow.
whole horoscope. And that's why people need to get their
The
birth
d-
chart. And then you'll
Oh.
understand the specifics. So when you read Cosmo
Now-
and you're like, this doesn't apply to me, it's a very general.
It is
General,
general.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a physical life chart reading?
I never had my birth chart done for me, but I've done my own birth chart.
Okay, I did. I had mine reading earlier this
You
year.
did it?
Yes.
Are you talking
I
about a
went to
palm
some-
reading? Or?
No,
Wow.
no palm reading. I
Oh.
went to a physical person back in February. They told me at least some of the things that I could do. Something they told me what's going to happen to me in the next couple of years.
Oh,
they
you're
did
a
it. They did it.
psychic.
Yeah.
Psychic.
He did it feng shui, so everything's done
Okay.
within in
Mhm.
sevens. So he told me like everything that has going to happen in seven. And so far, the person's like nearly accurate, but one person,
Really?
this bad psychic, told me about a situation. Like I'm supposed to like. Let's put it this way here. I didn't learn a lesson. That's what it comes down to, from beginning of the year and half the year. I mean, I made for one change, but when it comes to currently now, I learned absolutely no lesson because nothing. The only thing that went bounce was that I used to work a daytime job. Now I work a nighttime job. I was paying off books. Now I'm on the books. Plus now I'm added on uniforms and a night shift, and I make
Wow.
the same pay amount. So obviously I learned no lesson at all.
Well,
Nothing went up.
Yeah, you never know though.
Is
You
that the
you
same
might have learned a
thing?
lesson.
No, that's not psychic.
No, what did the psychic tell you?
The psychic said I'll probably get a job before August, which happened, but same field.
Ah, interesting.
Wow, I
But-
wonder how much the psychic charged you.
She didn't charge me anything though.
She didn't charge you?
No, there was no charge.
Well,
But she was but the
No,
person,
I'm
individual was
just
very
saying.
negative. Was a negative person. I thought
Yeah.
the person got so negative when I had
Really?
I lost my earlier year.
What do you?
I mean, after when Francesca was on, my grandma passed away and stuff. My
Oh.
grandma stuff, and the person wanted to send angels for a reading. First of all, here I understand the time. We have 3 minutes left.
Yeah, we got
The
plenty
only
of time.
one that's allowed to get readings for angels or anything is the next of kin. If you're not the next kin to those persons, you cannot get those messages.
Now,
They're not reserved
does
for you.
angels have to do with the horoscope? No.
No,
It's
it's
not do-
it's
As
that's
a
completely
Catholic,
different.
we're actually
different.
not supposed to believe in horoscopes.
Really?
Yeah.
Any reason?
But why? But if it's a water sign, if it has to do with the earth, it's just a change in
Because it's a conflict of interest. Like, you can believe that God is your creator and you have free will and you're living a life
It's
to
like
do
a
his will,
superstition.
or you're going to believe that the planets are influencing you. Like, do the
Mm.
planets have influence over you or not? And I think it's like, how can your planets not have influence over you? Like, we drive on the sun. If the
Yeah.
sun would disappear,
Well, I'll
we
tell
would-
you, I could feel there's certain days where I'll wake up and
Yeah.
I'll feel lousy, and there'll be other people that feel the same way. Is that you
usually
notice
full
that
moon,
that
yeah, or
Yeah.
Mercury's in retrograde.
That happens.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things are not right. And
I think
then
we're under retrograde right now, though. To
It's about to end.
well, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But anyway.
we have within 2
This
minutes
is this is the age of Aquarius. Maybe we're going back to that.
My mom's an
The age
Aquarius.
of Aquarius.
Wow.
It's a good song.
My mom's an
Anything,
Aquarius.
let's move on further. Francesca, any
We look
other
like a
projects?
70s
Anything
show
else
right
going
now.
on?
I have a really big, exciting feature that I'm a part of. I can't talk about it
That's
though.
all right.
Get
but
out.
I'm super, super excited about
Oh
it.
my
yeah.
God.
And so it's
That's
like
great.
it's a really good roles, good acting, like old school, good emotion, like it's
Okay.
just so juicy.
Miranda, what about you? Anything else
I
going
actually
on?
have a job tomorrow
Yeah?
on the set of a movie. I don't know if I can say the names of that either.
No, you can't. Producer won't let you say anything
But
until
it's
post-production.
It's also a featured role, so that should be fun. So
Will
we'll
this
see what
movie be
happens.
available in the theaters, or will it be?
Yeah.
It'll be a
Yeah.
theater role.
Yeah.
There we go.
Finally,
We got
Fred, what about you?
Hopefully I
got
get camera
2
time.
stars. Me?
Yeah, anything with you? I
Just-
know you.
oh,
I know
I'm
the
going
song's
into
coming.
the studio Tuesday.
Yeah.
To record the True Love song
Okay.
and another song for actually it's a war song
Okay.
that Jim Bug.
What about for the football picks? I understand you're working on a football song, Fred.
Yeah,
You also working on a football song as well?
What's that?
You're working on a football song?
Football song. Yeah, that's gonna be.
Really?
Yeah, I want to running down the sidelines as
Oh,
the clock winds
nice.
down,
Okay.
down,
Nice.
down.
Well,
What a great
all
way
I
to
gotta say is
Yeah.
that Francesca, Miranda, Fred, I definitely like to thank the 3 of you.
Yeah,
coming
we
back
had
on the
a great
program.
time.
Yeah,
having
sure.
As far as myself goes, if anyone out there wants to reach me, they can contact me at lapierreport@gmail.com. They can write to the studio. I'd like to thank Guy Cormier, the staff crew to the studio, and the accounting firm of Agency Advisors. To all our viewers, I'm Brian LaPayower, and this was LaPayower Reports. Thank you for watching.
Yay. Hi, my name is Brian LaPayower, and this is LaPayower Report.